Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm in here fixing us some food in the crock pot.
Some food.
My favorite kind of food.
Crock pot food?
Yes.
I do like crock pot
Put
food.
it on and forget it.
Yes.
So today is really cold outside. It's what, 21?
It is 21 right now.
So when it's cold, I always crave a good pot roast. So we're going to put a pot roast on in our crock pot here. So we got some things going on.
I see that.
So since I want this to cook long and slow, the best meat to use for that is a chuck roast.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll go ahead and warn you. You're going to be shocked when you go to the grocery store and see how much chuck roast is now a pound.
Yeah, this was almost $20, and it is not a huge...
No, it was $8 a pound here. But I'll go ahead and tell you, this is going to give you the most flavor, and the longer it cooks, the most tender, or I guess you say more tender it's going to be. But you really want to do a chuck roast, so spend the money on it. You'll be glad you did later. So we have the chuck roast. First thing we're going to do is I'm just going to put me a little bit of oil, not much. I don't want my stuff in there to get oily. I just want something to make my seasoning stick to. And if you've seen our video earlier, you've seen I made us up some house seasoning. So I'm going to sprinkle this liberally. Make me self-conscious on that word now.
Liberally, all right.
Liberally. Because this is going to actually, you know, go off into the juice and end up flavoring your potatoes, your carrots, whatever else you want to put in this roast. That. I think you got it's wet enough.
I think it was.
There we go.
Sometimes folks will sear this meat before we put it in the pot roast, but we have fixed this, I would say, 30 or 40 times, and I can't tell a difference. And Sherry, would you?
I really can't, because this thing's going to cook 8 to 10 hours, and I've done it, you know, I've messed up the pans, I've done all that, and I really can't tell a difference. So I'm not going to mess a searing pan up today.
Yeah, and I think because we cook it for like 8 hours.
I mean, look, that's a pretty good piece of meat.
It's a pretty big piece of meat, but we cook it so long, I just don't think that...
I mean, really, I cook it at least 10 hours, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
So now, I'm not going to put in any of the carrots or potatoes, anything like that. You can stay over there.
Oh, I was trading outside.
I can't move too close here.
I got you. I'm coming in.
But I did go ahead and slice my onions. One, we do not like onions, so I want these to cook up to basically nothing. But I did cook the slice these a little thick because, like I said, this is most likely going to go for 10 hours.
And that was weird. Sherry said that we don't like onions.
We don't.
We don't like onions. This is correct. So we love the flavor of onions, but we always want to make sure they're cooked up really well.
Yeah.
So that's why we're putting them in now. They're going to cook into almost nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why when you see us use onions, they're sauteed also.
Yeah. So I'm going to put these in here.
And that's a lot of onion that we're putting in. But it gives amazing flavor.
It does.
And as you can see, Sherry
Big onion. And like I said, it's really going to cook down. I'm going to take that big piece out there. This is just a sweet onion. Didn't get that end cut up good. But you know, also, like if you did like onions and you didn't want to buy a big piece of meat, you know, go smaller on the meat and do more on the vegetables. So that way you have some filler.
That's true. You could put more potatoes and carrots and other things.
So this is what you're going to do first is your onions. Now you want to do some type of beef broth to cover this. So
what you did was what, beef consomme?
So I got the better than bouillon, but I got the beef base. And I just used 2 cups of hot tap water and put about 2 tablespoons.
Oh, I thought that was the consomme. Okay.
Now this meat is also going to make juice too. So I do add, since I had it in there, a can of beef consomme. Help give it some flavor. So, because what I'm wanting this to do is actually end up making me enough juice so when I come back in later, I can make sure my potatoes, my sweet potatoes, my carrots, everything is under the juice. And we're going to probably come in about 3 or 4 hours from now and add those. So we'll check back in. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on low. Set it here to the side.
And you can also technically make little beef au jus sandwiches with this same.
Yeah.
If a person wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, I also basically do the same recipe. I would just cook it from this point on to do French dip sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. And they're delicious.
Yeah, we'll have to do that in the video, but yes.
And I guess we'll check back in when this is
we'll
probably at the 4 hour
Yeah,
mark.
about 4 hours. Let you know when we want to add our potatoes and everything. Because we want to give them some time too, because I like to get them mushy and absorb some of the flavor. So we'll check back then.
We'll see you in 4 hours, but to you guys it'll be 10 seconds.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, it's time to cut up our vegetables to put in our pot roast. I've got a couple potatoes here. Got a bag of baby carrots we're going to add. And I want to add a sweet potato here. Add the peeling and all. If you've never had a sweet potato, you really should. Boy, they are delicious in there. I will go ahead and tell you, they are hard to slice. Whoa. Kind of just like slicing mine like this. So I'm going to see how much room I'll have left. If I have some more room, I might add the other one. So our roast has already been going for about 5 hours. Just going to give it a stir here. See, those onions have really cooked down. There's our meat. See, it does shrink up, so that's why you do kind of get a piece bigger than you really think you're going to need, because it will shrink. So let's add our sweet potatoes. You can really add any kind of vegetable you like. You know, if you had some celery, squash, anything like that, you need to use up. I'll let this probably go for about 3 hours. Don't think I'm going to add that other sweet potato. That might be enough carrots. Now you do want to make sure this is all under the broth. All right, we're going to cover it and come back in about 3 hours.
Hello, guys. Now, you saw us start the pot roast. Take a look down here. This is the finished product.
Ooh.
It has been cooking. This has been going 12 hours. But after about 6 or 7, we put our vegetables, the carrots, we've got sweet potatoes and regular potatoes in, and then we cooked it 5 more hours. So it's been cooking like 12 hours. You don't want to get in a hurry with a pot roast. We throw it on overnight. This is
going to be so tender. I'm excited.
So tender. And
oh, that's how we like our vegetables, falling apart. Now, if you don't like falling apart, you know, don't go as long.
Yeah, if you like a little more firm vegetables, you can just leave them in like 2 or 3 hours. But this is going to be so good.
Look at that.
And it is hot, and the house smells like delicious pot roast. And
that's what you want, that meat falling apart. If you come in here and check it and that meat's still one solid block, then you need to let it cook longer.
But that, oh my gosh, that's going to be a good one.
Look at that.
Now, we usually will fix cornbread, so you can have cornbread on the side with it. This is actually going to be probably no cornbread right now, but we're going to fix some in a little bit. But look at that. I'm going to go ahead and test this. It's piping hot.
See that steam?
Oh my gosh.
Tender. Melt in your mouth.
That is delicious.
Let's see.
Oh, it is
it's hot. How do you eat that?
It is very hot.
Oh man, that melts in your mouth, people.
But I mean, that's what you want in a pot roast. And really, that was, you saw what we did. We opened it up, put it in the crock pot.
And a chunk of meat there, just look how tender that is.
And there was not much work there.
No.
Anybody can do this, guys. That's why we're here. We're just showing you easy meals that don't take a lot of work. And anyway, join us for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our previous videos. We're doing stuff all the time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.